Living life on your terms to your highest potential is quite simple, but it's not easy. What up, team? I'm Caroline, here sharing golden nuggets, life experience, lived experience, everything in between, to give you the belief that you can do whatever the heck you want to do. All right? And if you know me, if you've been here before, you know I like the gym. I like to work out. I like to make my muscles strong. And life is a lot like building muscles, or it can be a lot like a wildfire. So when I'm trying to build muscle, I go to the gym with a plan, right? I'm going to hit this body part today, and I'm going to do these exercises because these are the muscles that I want to challenge. I'm going to consciously create destruction, break it down so that it can rebuild stronger. You know, we show up, we put in the energy towards something specific. And then we know about a lot of people at the gym that just go to exercise. So they don't really have a plan. They don't really know what they're doing. It's not a bad thing, right? You need the knowledge to know. But exercising is a lot different than training. Exercises, you expend a lot of energy, not really getting somewhere, not really having any purpose or design. Training is thought out, meticulous, often repetitive, and conscious. We have training, we have exercising. So when you're building muscle, we need to consciously train. Break down muscle so it can rebuild stronger, consciously and intentionally. If we treat the gym like that, we're gonna make progress. We're gonna get stronger. We're gonna learn lessons. We're gonna be challenged, but we're gonna know there's a purpose in that challenge. We know there's a purpose in that resistance. What if you treated the rest of your life like that? What if when resistance hit, frustration hit, things started to crumble and break down, you had trust that there was a purpose in that? You surrendered to the pain, the uncomfort, and it built you up stronger. Quite a concept. Exercising is a lot like a wildfire. A lot of energy everywhere that is not controlled, not sustainable, causes destruction, and your whole life can quickly become a wildfire. One worry, one doubt turns into 12 worries, turns into I'm a failure, turns into I'm not good enough, turns into all of those beliefs that you've collected about being unworthy, having to prove, having to hustle, become your foundation. And instead of using that resistance and pain and uncomfortability to build stronger, we're using it to stay small and to go back to our comforts, because all comforts are something that you've done before that you know how it turns out. Your brain works off past evidence that says I do A, it leads to B, it leads to C. I smoke a cigarette, it helps me feel better, it calms my nervous system, it gets me breathing, it gets me present. That is energy put into something. Is it intentional? Do you intentionally want the consequences? I don't like my job, but I'm scared of what comes next, and I don't trust that I can pick myself up on the other end, and I don't think that there's better for me. That small spark can lead into a wildfire of doubt in every single area of your life. And how you show up in one pillar of your life creates the standard for everything. I hope you're following this. So we can approach life how we approach building muscle. Purposefully breaking down things that don't serve us. Purposely saying, I'm scared to quit my job even though I hate it. Okay, let's break that down. Let's move forward intentional. What do I want the outcome to be? Even though it's not comfortable because we haven't done it before, we don't know A leads to B, we don't know B leads to C, we just know what A looks like, which is I want something different. And it could be quitting your job. It could be I don't feel good in my body and I want to feel good in my body. It can be my head is not a safe, happy place to live and I want it to be a safe, healthy, happy place to live. It can be I know I'm meant for more, but I'm holding myself back. Stop there. Let's break it down and consciously move forward and rebuild. or resort to your beliefs that you've done before, that you know A leads to B leads to C. Because guess what a belief is? A thought that you've thought enough times that it's now your truth. And your mind is controlled by you, if you allow it. Your mind is a wonderful servant to your soul. So you have control over your thoughts that can control your beliefs. I don't like my job. I'm scared to quit. And I know that when I follow my purpose and my joy, things work out better. I don't feel healthy in my body. And I know I'm making a lot of choices that keep me feeling icky in my body. Why am I engaging in those, and how can I choose different? My mental health isn't the greatest right now. I feel lost and alone, and I don't trust anyone else. Let's break that down. Do I trust myself? Okay, let's rebuild that intentionally to go to where we want to go. Wildfire says, I'm scared, I don't like my job. These are the million reasons of why I can't change anything, and it's not going to work out for me, and I'm not going to make money. I don't feel healthy in my body, but I'm making all these choices that I don't like that keep me feeling sick, and I don't know how to break out of it, and I'm stuck, and I'm gonna numb, and I'm just gonna avoid. My friends, do you want to be a strong muscle? Or do you want to be a strong, because everybody's strong. You've proven that. You're resilient. Or do you want to be a strong wildfire that is out of control, causes destruction, and we just keep trying to throw water on something that keeps building? A lot of energy goes into both. There are consequences with both. But one of the consequences takes you where you want to go. One of the consequences, I'm going to just take a bet, doesn't take you where you want to go. And you have free will. And you get to choose. And you get to decide. So what's an area of your life right now that you've sparked a wildfire in? That the tape is just full of doubt, insecurities. This is why I can't. This is why it's not good enough. This is why. And how can you start training that muscle? Because maybe all it needs is to be heard. Maybe it's already done the breaking down. It just needs space to be accepted. I'm scared to quit my job, and that's scary. Just hang out there. Let it break down. Because what you're searching for is not going to be outside of you. Somebody else can't build muscle for you. When I was deep, I still am deep in the fitness industry, but when that was my sole purpose of serving, I would always say fitness is the one thing, there might be a few other things, that you cannot pay somebody else to do for you in this day and age. You cannot pay somebody else to build you muscle. You cannot pay somebody else to force you to make changes that lead you to a healthy body. It's the one thing that you can do for yourself. You don't even have to pay everyone else for the other things. We got AI now. Crazy, spooky, whole nother topic. I don't even remember where I was going with this. It's the only thing you can't do, somebody else can't do for you. Muscle, yes. Which means that all the secrets that you need, all the wisdom that you need, all the belief, all the change, all the strength is already within you. Because you are not here on this earth to fill yourself with things outside of you. Because you've tried that, right? You've tried it in the job, in the relationship, in the whatever it is, and it hasn't worked. That emptiness you're feeling, that confusion, that can only be filled with intentionalness from you, just like muscles. Pretty cool metaphor that's unraveling here. So, moral of the story, be like a muscle. Be like a person training a muscle. Be like an empowered person who is purposefully going through The undoing, the unbecoming, the breaking down of all the stuff that no longer serves you. First, acknowledge what no longer serves you. A lot of the people that I work with, a lot of areas of their life don't serve them because they've been stuck thinking the thoughts that lead to the beliefs that keep them in a little cocoon, and they have not let themselves break out of the cocoon into that beautiful butterfly the world is your oyster, because you can literally do anything. Literally anything you want to do. I don't know why this just came to mind, but if you want to go be a stripper in Vegas, nobody's stopping you. If you want to be a multi-million-dollar business owner, no one is stopping you, except for you. And you're the only one that has the key to unlock that potential. So go freaking get it. Break down the barriers consciously. Claim the consequences intentionally, because consequences aren't bad. It's just a result of an action. Positive consequences are freaking fantastic. And the more you choose you, the more you intentionally choose the outcome that you want and create that with your thoughts, your choices, your behaviors, your beliefs, whew, life changes in miraculous ways. So it was just 11:11 on the timer. That is my cue that I've said enough. I hope this all hits home. And if you don't understand with your mind, know that your heart does, because we might be operating on some past beliefs that no longer serve us. Y'all are rock stars. Go get 'em, Tiger. Have a great day.